Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to Five Star Pod Splash. This week's comics, man. It's been a minute since I did one of these, man, and I had some technical difficulties out the gate. My computer's starting to move funny style on me, man. But yo, man, it's been a minute. It's been a few months. Thank you guys for tuning in. And yo, if you have not been to your comic book store this week, make sure to get down there ASAP. Support your local comic book shops. If you can't get to a local comic book shop, maybe there's not one in your area, maybe you don't have transportation to get to one, you can also go on eBay. I highly recommend. Whatnot is a very other good source to get comic books from if you're unable to your local comic book shop. But man, yo, there's comic books that came out this week that I definitely have to let you guys know what is really good. Because yo, man, my computer is bugging right now because it's trying to jump the gun on me. We want to, before I get into the top 20 comic books of the week, want to go over some new issues that came out this week, because I know not everybody is a long time comic book fan. Comic book fans jumping into the comic book community, they might not want to jump into something so daunting with over 1,000 issues or 500 issues or something that's been out for 40, 50 years, and there's just so much lore and information that they have to catch up on that they don't know where to start, and it's just a mess. So for new readers especially, but even for people who's just looking for something new, a fresh new start, new slate, these are some new issue number ones that came out this week. Starting, we have The Land of Never. So definitely recommend you guys checking out The Land of Never if you guys. Yo, shout out to Mad Cave too, man. The independent comic book creators have been kicking ass, and gotta give them their props, bro, because they have been right up there on par with Marvel, DC, and Image, even though Image is technically another. Well, yeah, I digress. Image is the big three now. So, they're no longer, I don't consider them indie. But The Land of Never from Mad Cave, this looks pretty dope right here. Like the artwork on here. Not sure what this is about. This kind of look like it might be a horror looking at this. And if it is, I tip my hat to them, because the horror genre has really been kicking butt this last couple of years. Shout out to Mark Spears, really like set it off with the monsters, and now the monster and the wolf. And you have Universal with Dracula, and I think there's like a Frankenstein that's coming out, if I'm not mistaken. You got the Super Creep Show. There's all type of stuff out there. The Grim Fairy Tales. Speaking of the Grim Fairy Tales, that's another book. Issue number 1. I think this is just a pinup special, if I'm not mistaken. But issue number 1 of Grim Fairy Tales. So highly recommend checking that out. Like the art on here, look like similar to like a unrefined J. Scott Campbell. Like I feel like they got inspiration from either like a Mark Brooks or J. Scott Campbell, or a combination of both. But yeah, another horror genre I'm thinking, just based off the circus theme and whatnot. So it looks pretty cool right there as well. Another issue number 1. This is the one right here, you guys. Make sure to get to your comic book shops and get this. If not, go on Whatnot, go on eBay and cop it right now while it is still cheap, because I guarantee you this book is not going to be cover price for long, bro. Like, if you didn't already get one of these, I highly recommend you write this down and you go grab one right now. Even if you're not into comic books to that extent, even though this looks to be like a really good read and the artwork's dope as well, man, I highly recommend it if you like a seller, a collector, a retailer. This is one of those books that I feel is going to be worth some money. Like maybe not super big bank. Who knows? Maybe it will, but it's definitely going to be worth at least 10 times what that cover price is in my estimation. Like I've been already hearing like talks and raves about this book and about like possibly almost already being sold out and everything. So it might go to second print already, and it's not even been out for a week. So I highly recommend grabbing one while you can, because kind of like Dork, those books like within a week the value is skyrocketing way faster now in the current market with some of these books. Another issue number one. Shout out to my boy Bradley, by the way, for putting me up on game with this book right here, because yeah, I did not have that on my pull list. As soon as he told me, I saw an Instagram post and was like, Trillion Dollar Kid, uh, issue one close to selling out. And I'm just like, the book came out like a day ago. Like, damn, let me hurry up and grab one before like they like up the price on these, and then I'm paying like $25, $30 for a book I could have got for $3 to $4, so highly recommend you guys hurry up and grab one if you can while you can. Let's see here. Next up, we got the Dog Sitter issue number one. And what I really like about this book is it's not your typical superhero genre. It's not your, I don't want to say typical, because it's not your superhero genre. It's not your horror genre. It's not your cowboy genre, your Western cowboy, not your Western genre, because we have been seeing that a lot. Shout out to Todd McFarlane and the Spawn universe with the Gunslinger Spawn and whatnot. So we have been seeing some more Western genre as well. So I just love how the comic book medium is expanding, or really going back to what it was. Because before the superhero genre really popped off with Superman, this, I'm like, damn, Superman's so long ago, like super duper long ago. But before that, like being a comic historian, like it was initially cowboy books and sci-fi books and like vampire horror books and stuff like that. So to see these genres start to like come back into the mainstream and get that love and everything, and now we're getting the romance, it's starting to remind me of the anime community. Because with anime, like you have so many different forms of anime, from battle shonen to slice of life to sports to all different types of genres inside. It isn't just one specific type of thing. It ain't just capes. So I like to see that with comic books as well. Curious to see what this is going to be about, but you guys definitely go pick that up. Even if you're going to kind of get it for your girl, man, this look like one that I think your niece, your daughter, your girl, they might enjoy it, man. So pick up the Dog Sitter if you haven't already, man. You might like it yourself. And yo, this next issue number one, yo, the name alone has got me hooked. I ain't gonna hold you. Pimp Killer issue number one, yo. I might have to check this one out. I did not have this on my pull list, man. I'd be buying so many damn comic books. I really gotta slow down. Honestly, I really do. But Pimp Killer, I gotta find this book now. Like, and that the thing that about it was like, man, it was hiding. Like, I didn't see no one selling this on Whatnot. I still haven't seen no one selling this yet. But the Pimp Killer looks really. I don't know how it got deleted off the screen, but let me put it back up here for y'all. Pimp Killer. Yo, man. Yo, does she got a whip? Yo, I just realized she got a whip. Yo. Them pimps better not be black, man. That's all I gotta say, man. You better not be killing no brothers with no motherfucking whip. That's all I gotta say, man. What we doing here, man? Oh, cause he was a pimp. She get to kill him like come on now. She get to beat him like a slave because he was a pimp. That's what we doing, beat pimp like this now. I don't know, man, but check it out, man. It looks pretty intriguing, man. Before we get into the top covers of the week, yo, man, we do got some books that I do want to spotlight as well, man, because they did not make the best cover or anything like that. But these books I do highly recommend checking out, taking a look. What If Thor issue number one. For one, Thor is goated. Thor is my boy. One of my very favorite comic book superheroes, man. Like, Thor is in like my top. Man, Thor probably in like my top. I almost said 5. Thor's in my top 10. Easy. Thor's easily in my top 10. That is my guy right there, man. Thor is a dog. Trying to pull it up, but my computer wonky right now. Give me 1 second, y'all. Here we go. Thor with the symbiote. So yo, check this cover out. This cover look dope. And I just got that last What If. I haven't been able to read it yet because I'm like super behind on books because I got super behind on books because of these right here. I ain't gonna hold you. These books right here is what got me behind, bro. Like the Invincible Compendium. I read the first 2. And yo, those books alone, like when I looked it up, they're like over 1,000 pages. So I've already read off those 2 Invincible over 2,000 pages alone. I'm on number 3 right now, which is the final one. I'm a little bit sad, but because once that ends, I know it's over. You know, there's nothing after that. But man, yeah. And then I've also stopped. I took a little break after the first 2 to read this right here by Scotty Young. I Hate Fairyland Compendium. Man, yo, pick this up. Scotty Young website. He got some exclusives and some signatures for cheap on there as well, man. Like Scotty Young signatures, you usually see people selling on Whatnot for like double, triple, if not quadruple the price that you could get them on his website for, bro. So even if you're like a reseller, I hate to put resellers up on game because honestly, I really want to just tell other comic book fans and not people who are just scalpers, you know, where they could get the best deals and the best books and whatnot from. But yeah, ScottyYoung.com, you got some fire heat up on there. Also, Sanford Green, Bitter Roots. Shout out to my boy Ari Starks for putting me onto this Bitter Roots, man. Yo, such a good read right there, bro. And then this Joker, it's a little bit smaller than the other books by Brian Azzarello, art by Lee Bermejo. Man, this was a really good read right there, man. It's like the perspective of like Joker's henchmen and whatnot. But back to the show, man. What If Thor? This artwork looks dope, don't get me wrong, but just being the comic book geek that I am, knowing how the symbiote functions, one of its 2 weaknesses is fire, and the other is high vibrational sound frequency. So like thunder is going to create such a loud noise, it's going to make that symbiote come straight off of him. So like I don't see the symbiote thriving with Thor, you know, but the cover does look really badass nonetheless. Another book I would highly recommend this week, Superman Unlimited 14. I'm over here recommending books I didn't pick up this week, man. I am terrible. I am no good. I need to take my own advice. But yo, what made me say, yo, I gotta spotlight this and tell people to check this out. Check out this cover, yo. You got my man Steel. Steel is back. We got Steel on the cover, but yo, somebody is violating Little Clark. I don't know who that is, Little Superman, but he is violated. He done took my boy Steel hammer and everything, bro. You gotta get that back, bro. Don't let him pull the Jack move. Don't let him fatality y'all with your weapon, bro. Come on, man. Get it together, pimpin'. Man, yo. Also, another book I would like to spotlight, Uncanny X-Men issue 30. This was talking about what Marvel trying to fight back and, you know, do some good. One of the things I really love about the X-Men, I always say, and I will fight anybody on this, bro. Like, we could debate this, but honestly, I really feel like X-Men got the best rogues gallery. People will talk about about Spider-Man and Batman. Bruh, the X-Men got the best gallery, bruh. Magneto is like, people compare him to Malcolm X. You got Apocalypse, like a time traveling, like from like ancient Egypt time and everything. You got Strife, a clone of Mr. Sinister, the Sentinels, Nimrod, Sabretooth, Omega Red, Arcade, Juggernaut, the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, Mystique, bro. Like, there's just too many, bro. Like, is different, bro. Like humanity, that's the main one too. Humanity, bro. Like we are getting hated by the people that we love, but like, and here's where I love it too. When the X-Men does stuff like this, Mars needs mutants, bro. So X-Men going back into space. I love when X-Men goes into space, man, from the Shi'ar Empire, bro. Some of the best stuff was when they went into outer space, like the Dark Phoenix saga, bruh. That saga, like when I first started reading X-Men books, like I started with X-Men issue 1, the Jim Lee that's behind me over there. But freaking there was this X-Men book, and, I think it's like right underneath my feet in one of my little bins right here. If I just look down for one quick second, I'm pretty sure I can find it. Yes, sir. This book right here, when X-Men went into outer space, bruh. Shout out to Jim Lee for the sign, man. Big Jim. But yo, that is like probably one of my very favorite comic books right there, bro. X-Men in outer space, just it is fun, bro. It's fun time. That thing I have on long nose hairs, it just be tickling me, and I'll be like trying to move it. People probably think I'm like doing something else, but no. Yo, X-Men United issue number 4. This right here, I'm such a art slob because I grew up in the 90s with the McFarlane and the Liefeld, you know what I'm saying? And even after that in the 2000s, Campbell and Joe Maradia and everything like that. So Humberto Ramos and whatnot, Sam Keith, R.I.P., Eric Larson, you know what I'm saying? Mark Silvestri, etc., etc. But so when I first read issue 1 of X-Men United, while I liked the premise, the artwork, I just had such high standards because of the big names that worked on the X-Men, you know what I'm saying? And it's not bad, but it just wasn't Jim Lee. I mean, who is Jim Lee? Freaking, in those names. But yeah, but I definitely like the premise because, like, my premise with Marvel right now, I feel like to combat Absolute Universe, I would like to see Marvel create like an anime universe, like a Shonen Jump inspired Marvel take, and like with the X-Men in particular, like they'd be like a kind of like My Hero Academia, but you do that with the X-Men, with the cast of the X-Men, because like anime's still dominating, even though comic books is doing really good. Anime is still number one. So like, I think that would be a big hit for Marvel. I ain't gonna hold you, I really do. Another book I would like to spotlight: Batman World's Finest, issue 52. Batman Superman World's Finest. My fault, Superman. No disrespect, big homie. But yo, this is one of those series that like I have been like going on eBay and trying to like find a deal to get the whole series. Like I probably got from like 35 onward, but like that first 35, like I'm just trying to go on eBay and find, because Dan Mora is the man, bro. Dan Mora is like the new Jim Lee for like this modern era. This guy is just remarkable, bro. And like this guy work ethic is like nobody's else, man. Like this guy works on so many, he cranks out so much work, bro. Like it doesn't make sense, bro. It's like, do you do anything else but draw? Do you do anything else but draw, bro? Because this guy's just different, bro. This guy is built different, bro. He works different. Like you cannot outwork this man, bro. Like maybe Mark Spears, because Mark Spears, well, I don't think he puts in the labor to the extent that a Dan Mora does with this line and everything that he does. Mark Spears, I mean, come on, 30, 50 variant covers all by himself for like his book. So, I mean, you got to tip your hat to Mark Spears for that. But yeah, Dan Mora, man, one of my top 5 favorite new artists, like of modern era. Him, John Jang, DNA, Ivan Tao. Man, there's so many really fire ones up out there. I mean, you got Clayman, you got John Boy Myers, man. There's some fire artists out there, man. They are killing it right now, bro. And then of course, man, I couldn't I couldn't leave this off. I had to give it some love, man. Green, Absolute Green Arrow 2, bro. Cause man, Absolute Green Arrow issue number 1 outselling Absolute Batman number 1, which really is insane. Cause man, Absolute Batman series is like it's feeding families right now, bro. It's feeding the art and comic community right now. It's feeding everybody, bro. It is rising all tides for everybody. Everybody is benefiting and profiting from Absolute Batman series, bro. I got some fire Absolute Batman coming on the way too, by the way. I cannot wait for that to get here, bro. For real, bro. Shout out to my boy Ari again, man, because my guy Ari went out. You know what? I don't got one of them up out here, but what I do got right here, I took it off the wall for a little bit, but that first print Absolute Batman right there, that baby worth some money, man. Like, hey, I got that for $3. That book's worth like I don't know. I don't feel like look, let me try to just check what the price is on that. It's probably I'm guessing it's probably about 300 right now. So like 100 times what I paid for it. Just check real quick. Cause man, that's what I'm trying to tell you guys, man. Like, yeah, 250. All right, so yeah, and that's probably like a low one. Yeah, so man, like, yeah, when I tell you guys some of these books like Trillion Dollar Kid, hurry up and cop them while you can for $3 because that book, I guarantee you, in a month is gonna at least be $30 to $75, easy. So I'd probably cop like 2 or 3 of them, have one to keep. That's what I did. I copped 3 of them, have one to keep, and then as soon as the price go up some, sell it for 10% off of what the price is. Bingo, you made your money back. You made double, if not triple, your money back, bro. So just trying to help out. But with that being said, you guys, let's get into the best comic book covers of the week, June 17th. These books are out now. You guys can find them on Whatnot, eBay, your comic book shops, your online comic book retailer stores if you have an online comic book retailer that you go through as well. So man, there's various different ways that you could get a hold of these books. But before we get into our top 15 technically, we do have 5 honorable mentions. Some people might be mad at me at this, but honorable mention number 5. So technically coming in at number 20 on the list is probably one of the hottest, if not, you know what? It is definitely the hottest book of the month. Maybe I'm over. You know what? Nah, it's probably the hottest book of the month. I ain't gonna hold you. There's a lot of things that take place in this book, and outside of what takes place in this book, man, there's like over 100 variant covers off this book. Again, Absolute Batman feeding families. So many artists and retailers making so much money off every single issue of this that comes out, man. Like every issue damn near is going to be worth some big money. So, man, if you were new to comic books, what I would recommend to you right now is I would, if there was only one book to start with Absolute Batman and go grab them ASAP. They might cost a little bit right now, but trust me, the price is only going to go up, man. Until it don't. So once you start to see the prices starting to go downward, that's when it's time to sell. First appearance of Absolute Two-Face, plus we're supposed to get Absolute Penguin in this issue as well. Damn, there was something else that was really and for the first time ever, Absolute Joker faces off with Absolute Batman. They finally come face to face in the comic book after all the teases, all the covers having them interact, and they never interact in the book. They finally interact in the book. So highly recommend you guys pick this up. That alone makes it a key issue. The fact that you got first appearance of Two-Face as well. This book is going to be worth some bank, you guys. So definitely make sure to get that cover A, because one of the weird things with the Absolute series, even though those are the trade issues, like the most common copy that you can get just about anywhere, most copies made, those issues are actually worth more than the variants a lot of times, which are limited copies and a lot of times are better artwork for the most part. So kind of odd, but with Absolute Universe, that cover A is the one you want to get. So this book right here, even though it's not in the top 15 best covers as far as aesthetic, I will say this one is going to be worth more than every book I'm about to go over. So you definitely want to pick this book up ASAP. But with that being said, honorable mention number 4, we got Maid Cafe. And yo, I ain't gonna hold you. The artwork on this really should rank it higher on the list. The only thing that I took points away, and I took a lot of points away, is that while the artwork on this looks insane, like the Maid Cafe covers, it's very similar. It's like a pinup mid shot, so you never get the full body, and you don't need to have the full body, but it's pretty much the same composition. Girl with the chainsaw done to perfection, but it's just like nothing else. It's just a beautiful picture of a girl with a chainsaw. So for that reason, I just gave it an honorable mention. Like a little bit of Maid Cafe fatigue, but I'm pretty sure like it made the list uh on the variants or something, if I'm not mistaken. Honorable mention number 3 again, Hello Darkness. It was another one of those. I just think this time I had fatigue with the Hello Darkness, and I think another thing was that like I've seen so many amazing Hello Darkness covers that this was one of the lesser impressive covers for me. So it didn't really uh make me say wow like a lot of the other Hello Darkness covers have done in the past. So for that reason, I was just like, I'm cool just pinning it on an honorable mention as opposed to like the top 15 like I normally would have it. Honorable mention number 2, Deathstroke the Terminator, issue number 4. Man, DC, Marvel, get it together, bro. I had my books stacked up and like I got 2 big stacks of Image, 2 big stacks of Marvel, 2 big stacks of the independents. So anything that's not Marvel, Image, or DC. And then I got 3 stacks of DC. And I'm just like, damn, I got more DC books than Marvel. Is crazy to me, bro. Like I never thought I'd see the day where I got more DC books than Marvel. Marvel, y'all need to hire me, bro. Let me like rewrite the whole thing. We're gonna reset Marvel and get everything squared away because man, it's looking nasty, bro. I mean, I've only been reading since 1991. I think I could take over the helms. I think I got this for y'all, bro. Get y'all caught up, bro, because DC is smoking y'all right now. And Image and Mad Cave and Boom and Dynamite, everybody is on your bumper right now, bro. It's like it's a very close race right now, all across the board. But DC is the only one in first place. This cover is fire, bro. Only thing that took it from like not making it onto the main top 15 aside from the other work from the other books, man, just 2 extreme close-ups. So like, yeah, it's just too close up, bro. I need a little bit more. Coming in, honorable mention number 1 before we get into the top 15, we got Lobo issue number 4. And I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like comic book readers, and if you a new comic book reader, if you're an old comic book reader, I highly recommend you guys go pick up this Lobo series. There's only 4 issues out right now, so very easy to go find all 4 issues and for a very reasonable low price right now. Yo, this series is so much fun. This is in my top 5. If not top, or if it's not in my top 5, it's in my top 10, but I'm probably going to put it in my top 5 favorite ongoing series right now to read. Like this Lobo series has just been super fun, man. It is Lobo, bro. It is Lobo to a T. I can't wait to see the Supergirl movie, to see Lobo. Jason Momoa, I know, is gonna kill it. Yo, and I can't remember the girl's name who's playing Supergirl, but yo, y'all need to ease up off her, man. I think she looks great as Supergirl. I think that they are gonna kill it. I think this movie is about to be fire, bro. With that being said, let's get into the top 15 best original comic book covers this week. again, these books are out, so you guys can find these right now. So make sure to write down. I got the name and the number, so you guys could go write them down. Hit up your Whatnots. Whatnot's a really good spot. One thing I will say though, if you are on Whatnot, only bid once. If you see somebody outbid you, do not keep bidding, bro. Or another thing I would do, because sometimes people will start the bids high and tell you a book's worth $20 and all that crap. Go on eBay, check the price, and see if you're getting a deal, bro. Because sometimes you could get a better deal on eBay than on Whatnot. Whatnot's such a fast pace too. Like I would just have one eBay open on one window and Whatnot on your phone or like on another window, and then compare the price before committing. But yo, get this Lobo series. This Lobo series is fire. It's crazy that two of my favorite, like Lobo, Absolute Batman is like number one favorite thing reading right now. So the fact like that just shows you there's no favoritism on this list, because that would definitely have been on the top 5. Same with Lobo if there was. This series I am not reading as of yet. Man, I got so many books I'm reading. I need to trim mine down, so I'm probably not going to unless a real good friend like really gets on me to. But Odin issue 2, I've been hearing some good things about it from the community, but not from like my direct friends or whatnot. So it's not one that I've jumped on as of yet. But who knows? Maybe in the future, maybe, but I don't know. Especially not right now. It's Comic-Con season, so I'm definitely, my pull list is, it's shrunk down significantly because I need all my money for Comic-Con, so I'm saving up right now, definitely going. So I'm slowing down on just picking up every single book that's out. So I'm not going to be picking up Odin at this time just because of San Diego Comic-Con. But don't let that stop you from picking up Odin. The artwork on this looks amazing. Yo, that right there is just some amazing artwork right there, dude. Like, I don't know what Odin's about, so I really can't speak on it much. But I have heard some good things in the community. I know that they have second prints on the book, and that's a real good indicator right there. That should tell you if you got a first print, that's a good sign. You want that first print, trust me. Coming in number 14, best cover, original cover of the week, we got Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, issue number 1. This is another first issue for you people out there who are looking for those issue number 1s. One of the things that's killing comic books, in my opinion, is all the reboots and issue number 1s. Like, I prefer like the long ongoing, like I'm a One Piece guy, you know, so like me seeing a book that's on like 739th issue, like that doesn't scare me. Like I'm reading Invincible right now, bro. Like I'm on like page 3000, you know, like, so like I don't care about like issue 300, you know, like don't insult my intelligence. Like, you know, like people are not scared of an issue just because it says 200 and something. Like, you guys do the issue 1 to like make people think like they're getting something that's gonna be worth like stupid bank, but most of the time it's not, you know. But this right here, bro, like this is a groovy ass cover right here. Like I see word groovy. Now let me move the title real quick so you can see the full cover right there, man. I'm really digging this right here. Crypto up on there. I'm loving that. Number 13 on the list, bro. I might have a little bit of Capcom bias. The Dr. Wily issue number 1, man. Hey, I loved the Mega Man X series books, man. Highly recommend you guys check out the Mega Man X. Bro, they got some fire Mega Man X covers, bro. They're like Super Nintendo covers, bro. Man, I'm trying to see if I could pull one from underneath me real quick. I know I got one on me. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, like the Dr. Wily, though. Let me grab Dr. Wily real quick, and then I'll show you these covers. Yo, this Dr. Wily cover is hard to me, bro. Dr. Wily victorious over Mega Man and Proto Man. Yo, my man Proto Man needs a book. That's who I want to see get some shine. That's always been my guy, bro. Proto Man with the red, with the scarf, boy, with the shades. My boy had too much drip. And the shield, son. Fuck Mega Man. It's all about Proto Man. Proto Man was the real one, bro. Bada boom, realest guy in the room. How you doing? That was my guy, Proto Man. But yo, these Mega Man X before the Proto Man book, man, you can get these. I don't know if they're still available, but if you go on Udon, that's UDON, like the noodle, udon.com. It's they're like the people who do the comic books for Street Fighter, Darkstalkers, Mega Man, Marvel versus Capcom art books and all that stuff, Resident Evil, Street Fighter and whatnot. They got some fire exclusive books on there, and that's where you could get those from for cheap. And also that's where you could get some of those Ickpot book covers from as well, you know, for like real cheap, like 3 times less than what you'll see them go for on other people's I was trying to see if I could find an Ickpot. Here we go. Yeah, like you could get these for like $10 or $10 on Udon, you know? And then if you go anywhere else, they're like selling them for like 30 to, depending on the book, anywhere from $30 to $90, you know? So like save you some money, go to udon.com. You could get those same covers. Even if you don't want them, you could flip them. You could go there, get them for $10 and then go flip them for what you see them selling them for. Like if you see them selling on eBay, what I do is I'll knock the price off some. So if you see it's like selling like the general price it's going for is like 35, $40 on eBay, but I go to a site like Udon, like I'm telling you right now, it's $10, and then I go and I sell it for 25. I just made $10. Just saying. Number 12, best original cover of the week. We got Kill Switch issue number 2. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know nothing about Kill Switch. This is another one of those indie titles, but what I do love is to see the independent creators out here thriving, kicking ass. Man, I went to the San Diego Art Institute. I got my degree in animation. A lot of my friends work in media, television, animation, and stuff like that. Got a few friends that work in the comic books. I got one that works at Antarctic Press. I got another friend. He got an independent comic book. He got a few issues out. I got another friend who's working on a comic book, and I'm also working on a comic book, but San Diego is expensive, you guys. So like I work a normal job, but my job is not normal, man. My job works us like slaves, bro. I work 6 days a week at my job, bro. So it's taken me forever to do the comic book. Plus I do a podcast and I co-host a podcast on another friend's channel. So I stay busy, you know, but comic book will definitely get here when it does. But I love to see the independent comic book creators kicking ass, bro, because I hope to kick ass in the comic book industry soon as well. You know, like I didn't get that degree to not put out something art related, you know, so definitely gonna put it to use. Next up, we got the Catacomb of Torment issue number 12. And yo, this right here is wow. It's like they got the monster in the museums for everybody to just like look and take pictures and whatnot. Like, can you imagine like some post-apocalyptic, like the world just got like half destroyed and there's like museums of like, yo, this is what humanity used to look like. Yo, these are like, this is what like, here's a couple examples of some of the remains of like, you know, this awful event that took place. Like, again, the horror genre, love to see it, man. Like, it's not just Mark Spears out here pinned down for the horror genre. It's like so many people There's so many good horror titles out there now. So, and then Marvel Midnight as well coming out. That's about to drop. So you got like a horror version of Spider-Man, X-Men, and Fantastic Four, bro. Like, I can't wait for that. I don't think it's anything like Absolute. If anything, the Absolute was more like the Ultimate Universe. So, like, if anything, DC copy Marvel in that aspect. Like when I see people trying to say like Marvel's copying the Absolute with that, like if anything, they're copying like the horror boom that's going on because like Mark Spears really put on for like the horror genre. All right. Getting into the top 10 best covers of the week, we got the Deadly Tales of Gunslinger Spawn issue number 15. Todd McFarlane. Yeah, I love you, Todd. One of my absolute favorite comic book artists of all time. And look at what you've created with the Spawn universe, bro. I tip my hat to you. But Todd, you have got to relax on the world record talk with Spawn book. Because, bro, you did not write or draw all of those issues. Eric Larson did with the Savage Dragon. And more so than Eric Larson, who's still going. So I do see it in Eric Larson surpassing, thanks to Fred Perry retiring from his book. But Fred Perry did everything. He did the art, the story, the coloring, everything, bruh. Over 300 issues. That's the real record holder, Todd. So, you know, another man trying to steal the brother's fame, the brother's credit. No, I'm joking, man. But nah, Fred Perry for real. Don't get enough credit, don't get enough respect. But Fred Perry is that guy, man. So pay respect, bro. Like that's such a disingenuous every time. Just say you're the most successful independent comic book creator, bro. Not that, because that's not it, Chief. Coming in issue or number 9, best cover of the week, we got Catwoman issue 88. And by the way, I got every single Gold Digger issue. That's why it really irks me when he says that. I'm like, bro, I got 301 Gold Digger issues. Not to mention, Fred had so many other Gold Digger spin-offs and stuff that he doesn't count as that. All that he did. Not he hired other writers and artists, everything, bro. Like, he did double the work, double the art, double the writing, double the coloring. Bro, you can't stop talking like you Fred Perry, bro. You're more successful. Yes. More influential, 100%. But, dog, when it comes to what you created, Fred Perry, dog, is that guy. And people got to put some respect on my man's name. And he don't say nothing because he's a humble guy and whatnot. But nah, Fred Perry, I'm going to ride off for you on that one. Eric Larson, I'm going to ride off for you on that one, bro. He pulling rank because he's more successful. It's Todd McFarlane. We'll get it. But no. This Catwoman, man, I was so busy going off on Todd McFarlane for, boasting about the record and everything that I didn't give Catwoman her flowers. This one look a little trippy right here. Look a little bit horror centric as well with the skull, man. Look like she's about to fight Ghost Rider, but I know Ghost Rider is a different universe, so don't kill me for that. Coming in number 8 on the list, we got Absolute Flash issue number 16. Flash, one of my absolute favorite superheroes, just like Thor, like if not top 5 in the top 10 for sure. This Flash cover right here look pretty badass to me. I don't know who he fighting. Is that the Absolute version of Reverse Flash? If so, like, damn, that is a grimy remake of that of Reverse Flash, dog. That looks wild crazy right there, man. I got a few select issues based off the covers for Absolute Flash, but I definitely want to go back and pick up all the missing issues because, again, Flash is my guy. And I got so many of the Flash runs. I damn near got the whole Flash New 52 run, the whole Flash Rebirth run. So it only would make sense to get like the Absolute Flash run as well to add to the collection. Coming in number 7, we are getting into the 7 little pun from Off the Boys, the 7 top covers of the week. Starting off, we got Invincible Universe Battle Beast issue number 10, along with Lobo, which I was saying top 5 favorite reads ongoing currently. Battle Beast is right there, bro. Battle Beast, Absolute, Batman, Lobo, 3 of my 5 favorite ongoing books to read right now, bro. This series and this issue in particular, yo, Battle Beast and Conquest are about to square off. Yo, this is the ultimate fan service. Yo, this is giving the people what they want, bro. We did not think we were gonna get this because the Invincible series has come to an end. And as I was reading that Invincible compendium, I was like, damn, I know once I finish this third compendium, there's no more left. But I was wrong, because this Invincible Universe Battle Beast series has been giving me new life, bro. This series so damn good, bro. I don't know how long it's gonna go for, man, but I really hope it goes for as long as it can, man. Because, man, it's just been so damn dope, bro. Seeing this, man, and I really hope they do more Invincible Universe after Battle Beast. Maybe a Thrag, maybe a Conquest. I don't know, man, but there's so many dope characters you could do a spinoff with, man. But Battle Beast, go for as long as you can, because Battle Beast is such a badass character. And this has just been such a fun read, man. It takes me back to the 90s. Fun read. Like, it ain't just like over story loaded, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro. Like, give me a fun ass read, nice character development with some kick ass dialogue, some badass action. And you know what I'm saying? Let me turn my brain off for a little bit sometimes and let me just enjoy, you know? Not everything got to be so like super detailed and whatnot. But coming in number 6 on the list, we got Vampirus Carmilla, and I've never read any of these ones right here. Not really my forte. I don't even know if this would be considered a comic book or a magazine. Hard to say. I'm gonna say like a comic book, I guess, but I feel like these probably be a little bit bigger than your normal size comic book. But the artwork on that looks amazing. Damn, it looks like the Scarecrow right there, bruh. And the children, man, like honest to God, bro. Like, this is where a little bit of my comic book biasness came in, just because I was on the fence if I would even classify this as a comic book. But yeah, it's just like a different genre of comic book, like the horror, you know, just another horror comic book. But you could kind of argue this could really be like number 1, if not higher than number 6 on the list. To be real, that is some killer artwork right there. That is amazing artwork, bro. Coming in number 5 on the list, we got Magic and Colossus issue number 5. I believe this is the David Nakayama cover, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure it is. David Nakayama, one of my favorite artists right now, man. But man, the thing that hurts him a little bit for me is like he only does cover Lee, J. Scott Campbell, Joe Maradia. These guys did the badass cover and did all the artwork, you know? So just like, man, I hold all my artists to that regard, you know? Like, I want to see you guys be able to knock out 24 pages and a cover in that time frame. And that should be done. When you look at the schedule of an anime or a manga creator, like, they're over here knocking out like 10 to 14 pages every week, with like 1 week out the month off. And then we're over here having a whole month to do 30 pages. So basically, you know, like double the time, and you can only do a cover, you know, like, it's like, damn, like, but I know that's not the only cover. You're like doing commissions for several different other books and everything, but it's just like, man, I would love to have like these killer artists on one book, you know, like, and do the entire book. That book would probably like benefit a lot greater from that than the other way around, you know. Coming in at number 4 on the list for best covers of the week, we got Gun Honey Doubles Down, issue number 1. I think this for my Master Roshi people up out there. But yo, another independent title, and man, this has been a very independent, and I'm looking at it, the next 4 all independent titles, bro. That just shows you how good the comic book industry is looking right now, bro. Like, some people might think like a someone who's like a grifter or like a negative like streamer might look at like, oh man, Marvel, DC, nothing in the top 5 but that one book that came in number 5. But that's a good sign to me. That just means like, man, there's so many different good things out there. Like, you don't have to be a Marvel or a diehard Marvel or DC. And there'll be some people who like pick sides, and then a little weird to me, but yeah, like you don't have to be a Marvel or DC. You don't have to pick a side. And then look at that. That artwork is amazing right there. Man, that would definitely go in the Roshi. If I had the Roshi, I didn't set up the Roshi this week, but that would have went on Roshi's Island right there for sure. It's time to get to the big three. It's another anime reference right there. The big three covers of the week, best original covers of the week. Coming in number 3, we got the Olympus Saga Megalith issue number 2. Yo, this book is so fire. I haven't read issue number 2 yet, but issue number 1 is so damn fire. And man, I just love to see like the surgence in the American comic book industry, especially with me working on a comic book, to see the enthusiasm and the hype and things going to second, third, 10 prints and stuff like that, the variants and everything. What they have done with Megalith is they have created their own lane, bro. They have created something new. Now, some people they do the virgins, right? Then they got the ratios. Then you got the glow in the dark. Then you got the remarks. Then you got the 100 different variants. Then you got the matte foil, spot foil. Megalith said, you know what we're gonna do? We are gonna do something different. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, here we go. I got one right there. What they decided to do, bro, is they said for our variant covers, we are gonna take the original cover art and make it into covers, bro. And it makes for some of the most beautiful freaking covers, bro. Sorry for the glare, you guys, but yeah, it just makes for some freaking epic covers, bro. So I would definitely recommend grabbing some of those as well if you can, man. That series, the artwork too matches the cover art. So salute to that artist. That's a big thing for me in comic books, dog. The artist who did the cover doing the inside, huge. I love it when that's the case. But it's not mandatory, but I definitely love it because that's what I started with. Runner up for best comic book cover this week goes to End of Life issue number. Was it issue number 5? I thought it was issue number 4. If I wasn't, am I mistaken? Did I have a typo? Let me pull it up and double check. I want to say it was issue. Oh no! All right, nope. End of Life issue number 5. So damn, I felt in my bones something was missing from my freaking pull list this week. So I'm gonna have to write this down so I make sure I can grab me a copy. End of Life number 5, man. Yo, they have consistently delivered. This book is a fun read, bro. This is another one of them real fun reads. I wouldn't put my top 5, but if I had like a top 20 list, it would definitely be in the top 20, somewhere within the 11 through 20 range. But man, it's been a real fun read. Highly recommend this book to you guys, especially if you're more into like the mature read and whatnot. Like, this is a really good book to pick up. Shout out to my boy Ari Starks for putting me onto this one, man. Ari is killing my pockets, bro. Like, I went from reading like about 30 books to about 45. Ari done put me onto like about 15 books or something like that. And it's just like, damn, it's killing my pockets. With that being said, cover of the week. Number 1 cover of the week for me, best original, goes to Vampirella issue number 3. And for so long, Vampirella has always like been in that like top 5 or whatnot, but very rarely do I put a Vampirella in the top 1 or 2 or 3 spot, just because like she's always got really good covers to the point it feels like a cheat code. It's like, yo, you gotta have something really epic. This is really epic, bro. That is freaking amazing. Like, yo, I don't read Vampirella, but that cover is one that makes me consider just having it to have up on the back on the wall, because that will look fire on the wall. And one of those frames, shout out to my boys 4K Legends for the frames that come with the little magnets so that you could like put them up on there underneath it, and they're easily interchangeable, so you could switch out like a book for something different, you know. So speaking of which, you see that in the background? We got the One Piece, the Dragon Ball. We got that Felix Art Spider-Man, Superman, Sanford Green cover. We got the Absolute Batman, John Jang remark. I got another one from Dark Lord Collectibles coming, the Two-Face. So I can't wait to get that. Dude, I am hyped for that. I am mad John Jang is no longer going to be working with Dark Lord Collectibles, because Dark Lord Collectibles so fast with the shipping. I'm in San Diego, so they have a retailer that's also in California. I know I'm going to get my stuff fast. And then also, bro, they always have great packaging and just great service, great pricing. The person that John Jang's going to work with now, man, they are notoriously late a lot of times with their deliveries and their books. So I'm not really looking forward to picking up from there. But I mean, depending on the book, I still will. But I know it's just gonna take forever to get, man. So I'm not hype about that at all. But yo, those are the best comic book original covers of the week. I'm gonna show you guys real quick the just a little quick recap. And these are my official picks for the best covers. Let me go ahead and give it the full screen. Yeah, so that I think those are the best covers technically for the week. Vampirella at number 1, End of Life. Number 2, Megalith, the Olympus Saga. Number 3, Gun Honey Doubles Down. Number 4, Magic and Colossus. Number 5, Vampirus Carmilla. Number 6, The Invincible Universe. Number 7, Absolute Flash. Number 8, Catwoman. Number 9, Deadly Tales Gunslinger. Number 10, Catacomb of Torment. Number 11, Kill Switch. Number 12, Dr. Wily. Number 13, Supergirl Power of Tomorrow. Number 14, and Odin at number 15. But we are not done yet, you guys. No, sorry. We are not done yet, because we also have the best variant covers for the week. So before we get up out of here, definitely got to show y'all the dopest variant covers of the week. And let's see here. Starting off, we got the honorable mentions for best variant cover of the week. We got Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow issue 1. So, you know, those original covers are the ones that you're going to see almost guaranteed at your comic book shop. Or if you go somewhere, that's the one you're going to see for the cover price, the cheapest. It's going to be the one most common, most available. But there are most comic book shops are going to have variant covers that you could choose from, just in case you don't like that cover and you want to go with something different. These are the best covers, or the best variations for those covers. Same books that we went over, but coming in, honorable mention number 5, we got the Supergirl. So let me put that back up on the screen. Damn, I don't know what I did. Oh, okay. Here we go. I done messed up my layout trying to. Oh, here we go. All right, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. Man, I'm over here. Man, that's some damn. That was like the quartering right there. That was terrible. All right, honorable mention number 4. We got the New Titans, John Boy on this one, man. I haven't been reading the New Titans, man, but I'm gonna have to get into it because I think that they got Static joining the team. Nightwing look badass, bro. That is fire right there. Honorable mention number 3, variant cover of the week, man. We got United or X-Men United issue number 4. I'm just gonna try to run through these because I definitely need to grab something to eat. And my roommates are gone. So I want to make sure they dogs are taken care of since they're not here. I don't like those dogs just being unattended for too long. And you would not even know that this is an X-Men book from this cover, man. Namor on the cover like that, that look fire. Well, I mean, Namor has recently been on the X-Men not that long ago, so I guess. Damn, with Namor being on the X-Men, like I didn't even count him as an X-Men when I was on the Marvel Rivals. It's like, man, they got so many X-Men on Marvel Rivals. Yo, Namor as well. That's right. First mutant too. Honorable mention number 2, we got Nightwing issue 139. Man, I've been reading so many books, but I have not been on this Nightwing at all. Which is weird. I like Nightwing, but like I've always got into the Red Hood more for some reason. Well, the Red Hood. Enough said. Honorable mention number 1 before we get into the top 15 best variant covers of the week. And this should show you just how thick this competition was for variant covers, man. It was very hard. It was very, very hard to rank the covers this week. I ain't gonna hold you. There was some stuff that should have been on here that didn't make the list. Like that Ivan Tao Absolute Flash or that Ivan Tao Absolute Green Arrow. Spoiler alert, they didn't make the list. But Uncanny X-Men issue 30. That looks fire, bro. I got every issue of this. I'm trying to catch up, but I haven't started it yet because I've been reading the Invincible and the freaking Beneath the Trees, Cul-de-sac, and 1,000 other things. But yeah, I definitely got to sit down and catch up on my X-Men ASAP. With that being said, let's get into it, you guys. This is it. We are almost done. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for tuning in. Top variant covers of the week. Number 15 goes to Deathstroke the Terminator, issue number 4. I wonder if I got this one. Yes, sir, by Mark Spears. I'm pretty sure I got this one. I gotta check my pools, but there's just too many books in front of me at the moment, so I'm not gonna get up again. But yeah, Mark Spears cooking, man. This guy is just him and Dan Mora, bro. Like they just put out so much work effortlessly, bro. It seems it's just insane. Coming in at number 14 on the list, we got the Punisher issue number 5. This one got some heavy anime inspiration. And man, this artist, I can't remember his name, but I used to have this independent comic book back the day called Last Shot. And I feel like this is the artist who did that. This art looks badass to me, bro. I love that art right there. That is sick. Punisher letting the whole clip out. You know what I'm saying? Wowing. Coming in at number 13, best variant cover of the week, we got a Lobo issue number 4. And don't be surprised if this isn't the only time you see Lobo on the list. Lee Bermejo, crazy. Lee Bermejo on this list a few times. It's kind of shocking to see a Lee Bermejo this low on the list, man. This guy is just one of the very best. He would probably be that other guy. Yeah, John Jang for sure. Lee Bermejo for sure. Dan Mora for sure. Damn. I mean, there's too many. There's too many great artists now to just say five, bro. Honestly, but yeah, those guys are just cooking, bro. This new wave of artists is just spazzing, bro. Got me practicing art like every single day just to be a decent quality when I drop my book. Coming in at number 12, we got the Savage Sword of Conan issue number 5. This cover is pretty epic. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Let me show you guys this shit right here. Man, I made the one of the biggest mistakes I made when I was a kid. I went to go visit my dad in Virginia, and we went to my granddad's house. Who, oddly enough, my granddad actually ran for the mayor. If it wasn't the governor, he went for either the mayor or the governor. But he stepped out like during the running, so like he didn't see it through the full thing, but he like went through the process to the point where he like stepped out or whatnot. It was like in the newspaper that's like in the house over at my family's house and whatnot over there in Virginia. But freaking so if there's anyone in Virginia who knows Stanley Harris, yeah, they might know him because he was like a politician. Then freaking here we go, the Savage Sword of Conan. Bing. That cover, there's a lot going on that cover. But the thing I was trying to say was, yeah, so I went to go visit my granddad, and he had a gang of Conan comic books. And he's like, if I would have known that you were into comic books, I wouldn't have gave away my Superman comic books. He's like, I gave them to like my life long mail boy who's like come to my house for so many years and like dropped off comic books. And he's like, I ended up just giving him like my Superman collection because he's like, I'm getting old and I didn't have need for him no more. He's like, you want the Conan books? And I'm like, nah. I was so salty. The truth was, it wasn't even that I didn't like Conan that made me say no. I was so salty that he had the nerve to tell me that he gave away the first issue of Superman to his freaking mailman. You know, like what? That book is worth like damn near $1 million now, and you gave it away for free to your mailman. Like, what the fuck? You know, so yeah, I turned down like I don't know. I don't know how much Conan books go for, but like those are like the original Conan books, so I'm imagining some big money. So at least a couple thousands of dollars. I'm probably guessing around like an estimate about like $25,000, something around there. My comic book collection, I was like scanning it, bro. My comic book collection is damn near like $100,000. And that was just the last time I scanned it. I bought a whole bunch of books since then. Yo, you guys give me one quick second, man. I got a call. I'm sorry, man. My apologies, you guys had a emergency call, but that is what editors are for. So I don't have an editor, so I'm gonna have to edit this myself, man. But back to business, man. Coming in number 11, best variant covers of the week. We got Odin coming in, Odin issue number 2. Let me pull this up real quick. Oh, look at that, man. That's some beautiful artwork right there, man. That is beauty. Coming in at number 10 on the list, we got Maid Cafe. And again, Maid Cafe, it's like you're gonna see what I was talking about with the last one. Like they all look like this. Don't get me wrong, it looks amazing, but it's just like they all look amazing. They all look amazing, but it's like doing the same thing. Girl with the chainsaw, mid shot, you know what I'm saying? Fire, don't get me wrong, and I love the color selection. It's just I need something to really different. I need you do something different to stand out a little bit because you're constantly getting ranked high by doing the same thing. I kind of feel like that's a little bit of a cheat code sometimes, you know. Coming in number 9 on the list, we got the Ordained issue number 3. Personally, not my cup of tea, you know. I was raised very religious, man. So like anything that plays with like religion or Christianity, bro, like that's not going to be something I'm going to pick up myself personally, but I do know a lot of people have been raving about this series. I'm pretty sure it's going to end up getting like some type of adaptation or something down the line, but yeah. What I do like is this cover though. This cover is fire. While I'm personally not gonna like pick it up or nothing like that. This fire with the preacher kissing the cross while his shadow's holding a gun, that is very creative and dope. So had to give it its props. Number 9 on the list. Coming in number 8 on the list. Look at Cartoon Network dropping comic books now, saying, yo, hold up. Y'all want to drop cartoons? We're gonna start dropping comic books. Since y'all want to step into our field, we about to step into your field, you know, and I'm all for it, bro. The cartoon comics is kicking ass right now. That Ben 10 series, if I'm not mistaken, is like the highest selling or like most sold comic book like for this year or some shit like that. So pretty dope to see that. Cartoon Network, another independent, technically comic publication out there crushing it. This Thundar the Barbarian, what really sold this one for me, the freaking Statue of Liberty with the water up to its like freaking torso, like just that's badass, bro. Artwork looks so damn crazy. Kind of feel like did you use Photoshop? But then again, some people are just crazy talented, and some people with the painting too. Like some people get crazy with the paints. But with that said, we are getting into the 7. That's a Boys reference for those of you who don't watch The Boys. I ain't never seen that on Amazon. If you haven't, man, go watch The Boys on Amazon. The series is over now, so you can catch the whole thing. It's great. Chef's Kiss, great ending. That's one of the best things I could say, bro. Great ending. So many good shows like Game of Thrones, man, just dropped the ball so drastically on the ending. That was not the case with The Boys. They did a great freaking job. With that said, let's get into the 7. We started off with Grim Fairy Tales 2026 Dark Circus pin-up special. So I think this is a one-shot issue book. And they did get a little bit of love earlier when we were going over the one issues, but this cover is badass, bro. Let me show you. Yeah. But look at that, bro. Let me move this real quick so you can see the whole thing, man. You got the axe right there, bloodied axe. You got the Mad Hatter, the bunny, the cat. Yo, that is fire, bro. She done smoked everybody in Alice in Wonderland, bro. That is dope. Coming in at number 6, Best variant cover of the week, we got Gun Honey Doubles Down. Man, Gun Honey's double downs just all over this week's episode, bro. They are killing it, bro. From the original cover to the variants, just amazing work, bro. Look at the detail in this, bro. The water effect, like, and it just feels like the sharks are underneath the water. And then with the parts where it's sticking out, you could see, yo, man, it's just great. Great. The great job on the woman, great job on the water was the most impressive part of all. Great job on the sharks. That is just killer artwork right there, bro. Coming in number 5, we got Lobo issue number 4 by the man himself, the legend, Mark Mother effing Spears. Bro, Lobo standing foot on the chest of Superman. How fucking, yo, I gotta move this real quick, the 7, just so you can see your boy Superman laid out. Mark Spears knows what he's doing, man. This guy, the man, drawing the man. What do you know? Number 4, we got, and yo, I ain't gonna hold you. This almost was number 1. So for it to be number 4 now is kind of crazy. I was really like struggling not to put this number 1. And then like as I was putting the rankings together, it just somehow dropped to number 4. But Inglorious X-Force number 6. Any of these next 4, you can make the argument, in my opinion, for cover of the week. But Inglorious X-Men number 4, Lee Bermejo, once again, this guy is just all over, just like Mark Spears, but even more so Lee Bermejo this week. All over the best covers. This X-Force cover is raw as a motherfucker, bro. You got Archangel, Cable, Domino, Boom Boom. Bruh, you got a nice background, bruh. Man, the setting too, like it's dusty and everything, so it's just not your typical skyline and all that shit. But yo, that looks amazing, bro. Hands down, man. Lee Bermejo is just a dog, bro. Let's get into the big 3 best variant covers of the week. Starting at number 3, Gun Honey Doubles Down issue number 1. Like, yo, like Gun Honey, probably the book with the most features this week on the show, bro. They just killed it with the covers, bro. This one right here is just too damn good, bro. It looked like it was done with like color pencils or something, bro. Like or like really good paint, bro. Like that just is just too good, bro. Oh, girl coming out the water with the blickies. Yeah, yeah. Blah blah. Yo, that is just too fire, bro. Too fire, bro. I love that picture, bro. And now we are to our runner up for best cover of the week goes to the Invincible Universe Battle Beast issue number 10. It was the action on this cover for me, bro. Like there was just so much action going on this cover, bro. Battle Beast getting dragged underwater, but using his magic sword on the motherfucking overgrown octopus, squid, whatever you want to call that motherfucker, blowing out the water bubbles and shit, bro. Yo, this is just the space it takes up, bro. I love everything about this cover, bro. Cover is raw, bro. I love that cover, bro. Too fire. But with that said, I got to give cover of the week. This man's been all over this countdown this week, but he is taken best cover of the week with the Amazing Spider-Man issue 31, bro. The detail on this cover, not just on the characters, bro, but on every single thing, bro. The detail on this book, it's just like, damn, bro. And I wanted to give it to X-Force at first, but then I was like, nah, the Battle Beast guys, it's too much action. Now that Gun Honey is just so detailed. But this one, I'm like, man, the skyline just so beautifully encapsulated, bro. The background, bro, the foreground, bro, the details on both characters, the building, the graffiti, everything, bro. That's just beautiful, bro. That is just too fire, bro. Like, I tip my hat to Libremeo, man. That man is a dog, bro. That shit is too fire, bro. So hopefully you guys aren't too disappointed, ain't too mad with my top covers of the week. If you saw some of these books that caught your eye that you might be interested in picking up, make sure to go to that comic book store, whatnot, eBay, and go pick them up, man. And if you can, support. I know times are hard. The economy is ridiculous. Gas is ridiculous. Bacon is ridiculous. Everything is highly expensive. So if you can't, I thank you for even taking the time out of your busy day or even on your not so busy day to support this video, to support my channel. If you can, hit that like button, hit that follow if you're not already following the channel. I'll be back next week to do this again. If you can, hit that subscribe. If you got Amazon and you're watching on Twitch, you can actually subscribe for free using your Amazon account. Make Amazon pay me $6. It'll greatly need it because, man, I buy so many comic books that I need some little bit of extra income and support. But that's nobody's fault but my own. Thank you guys once again. Have a wonderful rest of the week. Till next time, you guys take care of yourself. Peace out.
Yeah. Hey, this sounds like the ending theme, don't it? Like an anime going off. The ending theme to the I Shouldn't Be Alive anime. Yo, way too much on the mental. Get the brain of a schizo. Got my heartbeat changing the tempo. Crime royal, I take it a sip slow. Gotta go one, hold on like it's in vogue. I just wanna make it official. Man, don't get enough for anyone that ever tried to get me. Yo, so if you're really with me and you're really not against me, I don't want you to get hit up. I'll show you what's a